Congressman Mark Meadows spoke with One American News about his takeaways and what to expect heading into next week. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
As one of the House lawmakers chosen by the president to help defend him against impeachment, North Carolina's Mark Meadows is a busy guy around the Capitol these days. During a break in the Senate trial, Meadows visited One American News. He says the House impeachment managers have made some serious mistakes in their presentation. Take a look. I'm here with North Carolina Congressman Mark Meadows, and sir, we're moving into this next phase of this trial. But to your mind, what are the headlines thus far?
Well, the headlines, it reminds me of the Bill Murray movie Groundhog Day. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over again, and yet Bill Murray's days actually got better. Adam Schiff's continue to be the same day with the same mistakes and the same intentional miscalculations. And I think that that's important for the American people to understand. Much of what he's saying is either false or a mischaracterization. You know, the indisputable evidence that he continues to discuss is not only disputable, but it's refutable in a very easy way. And so we're going to put forth a case starting tomorrow that will tell the rest of the story and ultimately show the American people what we've all known, is that this was the President of the United States looking out for their best interest, not his.
Talk a little bit, I know you're on the floor from time to time. What is your sense of whether or not the House managers are getting through to some of the senators? Are they getting kind of traction, to your mind?
Well, they're getting through to the senators, but not in a good way. I mean, you know, Jerry Nadler's comments, I guess it was 3 nights ago, a little after midnight, where he accused the Republican senators of a cover-up, was the start of a downhill trend where they look at everything now through a partisan lens. And I think if you want to go back and say, at what point did the Republican senators tune out the House managers, it started at midnight on the first night of arguments, and ultimately continues to be reemphasized with an over-exaggeration from my House managers, Democrat House manager colleagues.
Look, talking about your constituents for a minute, you're in a pretty red district, I believe, western North Carolina, right?
That's correct.
What has this impeachment, the headlines, affected the opinion of your constituents about the president?
It has. It's made them more resolved in supporting him. I think that most of America, whether you support impeachment or don't, most of America see this for what it is. It's a political, partisan attack on the President of the United States. Many of which voted for this president. They see that Adam Schiff and his team are doing nothing more than trying to undermine their vote. I just got a text a few minutes ago. You know, it's time to bring this circus to a close, and its ringleader, Adam Schiff, needs to go home. And I think that that's not only from my district, but from the vast majority of Americans. They want us to focus on things that are important to them, the economy, certainly prescription drug prices, roads and bridges, and what the president has started talking about is a middle income tax cut. And we're going to give them the opportunity to put their money, their vote where their mouth is. They act like they're always for the American worker, and I can tell you that when it comes time to vote, they forget that allegiance to the hardworking American worker.
John Hines, One American News, Capitol Hill.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.